Imagine not publishing a single new piece of content, but still watching your traffic go absolutely insane. Well, last year I doubled a real estate client's organic traffic. And I did this through something called content repurposing. And in this day and age of 2026 SEO, not only does Google eat it up, but so do the AI search systems. In this video, you'll learn where your audience is really searching, how to repurpose your content the right way, and generate a metric ass ton of new traffic, sales, and leads. Let's get into it. Now, I'm Matt Diggity and I run the Search Initiative, an international SEO agency managing organic search strategy and growth for some of the biggest brands on the internet. So on the face of it, the client had everything going for them. Smart team, tons of content, years of data. And on paper, they were doing everything you're quote supposed to be doing to bag organic visitors. But they were down bad. Their traffic growth has stopped dead. Leads had dried up, and worst of all, their competitors were showing up everywhere. In AI answers, on SERPs, on socials. So even when my client had higher quality written content, nobody was seeing it. Now with revenue plummeting and an audience leaving in droves, they came to me with the question, we spent all this time and all this money creating all this awesome content, why the hell wasn't it working? And after a quick analysis, it became obvious. The problem wasn't the content, it was distribution. So here's how I turned quality old content into quality new traffic, and how you can do the same. But real quick, I want to let you know before I get started, right now, my agency, the Search Initiative, is bringing on a handful of new clients for $1,000 off their first month, in exchange for a testimonial down the road. Just head on over to thesearchinitiative.com, put your deets into the form, and we'll get right back to you. Okay, back to repurposing. Step 1, pinpoint where your audience actually searches using SparkToro. Here's how to get started. Sign up for SparkToro for free. Go up here to Audience Research. Type in searches for and the phrases your audience uses. For example, home gardening, organic vegetables, indoor plants. You can set locations if you care about a specific country. SparkToro will then show you the social platforms this audience uses, which search and AI tools are their favorites, and the sites they visit. On the paid tier, you can even see the most listened to podcasts and active Reddit threads. From this, you can then build out a channel hit list of the most popular platforms for your niche. For my real estate client, this is where it got interesting. Their blog traffic was flat, but their clients were crazy about YouTube, which means they weren't reading, they were watching. Same information, different format. Step 2, build your content repurposing library. Now you need the raw materials, but don't try to repurpose everything, just your greatest hits. There isn't much point turning your predictions for 2009 blog posts into TikTok videos, especially for an audience that wasn't born until 2010.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Here's how to find your best starting points. Open GA4, go to Reports, then Lifecycle, Engagement, and into Pages and Screens. Set the time frame to last 12 months. Sort by views. You're looking for high traffic, evergreen topics with strong proof points. Topics like how to start a vegetable garden or tips for keeping houseplants healthy are perfect because they stay relevant for years, fit multiple formats, and don't get outdated easily, making them more likely to be crawled by AI. Step 3, put your content in the right formats. It's time to rework your content to fit its intended platforms. Here's some of the best ways to do just that. Refresh number 1, turn blog posts into YouTube video interviews. Look, I know better than anyone that YouTube can seem intimidating, but you'd be amazed about how easy it is to talk about something you know a lot about. Grab a cell phone camera and download an intuitive editing tool like Veed or even Canva. Read through the blog post a few times, then get a friend or colleague to ask you 4 to 5 open-ended questions about the subject on camera. Wax lyrical about what you know without even needing to follow a script. And just like that, tired blog content is in a new format loved by both humans and LLMs.
I love it!
Plenty of these tools also have AI features that make putting your face on video 100 times easier than it was when I started on YouTube. Just be prepared for the comment section.
This guy's a noob.
You look so tired.
You don't know shit.
YouTubers love feedback like this. Now here's a bonus. If you've already done YouTube long form, chop it up into shorts. To do that, jump back into Veed, Canva, or whatever tool you want to chop down your long form video into short form clips. Pick out the punchiest moments, a single tip, a key takeaway, one idea per clip. Crop vertical, add big text overlays, and cut any ums and ahs or dead air. Next, export your file and post across YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. Next up, rework blog posts into social media posts. Feed your blog posts into ChatGPT and generate a stack of textual nuggets for X, Reddit, Instagram, Facebook, all the platforms. To do this, and make sure they don't suck, copy the prompt I've provided in the description of this video, paste it into ChatGPT, add your company name and desired platforms, and copy and paste the full blog post into the highlighted field and let it fly. For example, this Reddit post on fishing gear is 100% repurposed and condensed from this blog post. Easy, right? Well, one quick PSA on Reddit. Tread carefully. Put a foot wrong and the community can come after you. In my next video, I'll show you how to 30x your AI search traffic using Reddit. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Okay, on to step 4, flip long-form guides into AI-ready summary pages. What are those, you might ask? All right, check this out. Grandview Research has a coffee market report all behind a paywall. But on the landing page, they share just a tight summary with the key numbers, which is enough to gate crash Google AI Overview for stats on global coffee consumption. Even if you search for consultancy giant McKinsey's State of AI report by name, it's not the report itself that pops up, it's the shorter, snappier summary landing page. This is huge. Reason being, the big brains at SEMrush estimate that AI search will overtake Google in less than 2 years. So take those blog posts that have been gathering dust and just tighten them up, restructure them, and make them clearer. You can jump to the front of all the platforms that will dominate search in the future. Done right, the possibilities are endless. That's pretty much it, right? Get those formats live, push them out, let the traffic roll in. It's where most SEOs would stop, but not this guy. You squeeze the juice out of all your best content. But what about the content that was actually just kind of shitty? This next step is what sends things over the top. Step 5, refresh old content and run it all back. Once every 2 to 3 months, take a look at your least viewed old blog posts. Look for anything with an evergreen subject, it had a strong point of view, it just didn't get traction the first time around. Improve them by adding new stats and research, screenshots and visuals, and combining several weak posts into one strong guide. Once updated, you're ready for another round of cross-channel repurposing. And so the circle of life continues. A side note. Here's the part that nobody talks about. Writing one new 2,000-word blog post, that's 2, 3, 4 hours of work easy. Repurposing can be as little as 10 to 20 minutes. So for every new long-form blog post that my client was publishing each week, we were shipping 10 pieces of repurposed content. That's how you win at content distribution. For the real estate guys, all these tactics added up to 148% more referral traffic from social and YouTube, 118% more organic sessions in the same period, and the kicker, AI referral traffic also grew by 2,814% year on year. If you'd like us to do the same for you, head on over to thesearchinitiative.com now. We're taking on a limited number of clients right now and giving $1,000 off the first month.